How are you this morning? I hope you're doing well, because we are. Okay, let's get ready to start. Get into a nice, comfortable seated position, like so. You can either choose to keep your knees open, your heels together, as Linda's doing, or bring your knees in together and then heels together. You can sit on the back of your heels or your calves. Whichever feels comfortable for you. It's important to be comfortable. Set the hands somewhere soft, somewhere relaxing. Lengthen through the spine. Don't arch your back, but grow a little bit and sink into your posture. Set the gaze somewhere neutral to the front on the wall. And slowly and softly start lowering your eyelids and closing your eyes. Maybe not all the way, just closing your eyes. Scan your body. Make sure you relax, you release, you surrender everything. Let go of any grip, any hold you have, and allow your body to soften in this position. Allow yourself to sink into yourself. Take a couple engaging breaths here. Deep breath through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh it out. One more breath in. Open up and sigh it out. As you sigh, you settle, you sink, you soften, and you let go. Begin to bring your attention inwards. Bring your attention towards your breathing, towards your heart space, towards you. Draw that attention in. And notice where you are. Notice your presence. Notice your body, the mat, the surroundings. Begin to listen. What do you hear? Don't be in haste to figure out what it is. Just listen. Allow the sounds to come in. What is the furthest sound that you hear? What is the closest sound that you hear? Begin to feel your body. Feel your presence, maybe your hands on your knees, your connection to the ground, the air around you. And begin to guide the breath in and out. Start with the deep inhale, and then deep exhale. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. First, figure out your range, your breath. Find out how much you need to take in and how much you need to take out. Do this a couple more times. Allow the rhythm to settle naturally in. Your body will tell you how much to bring in, how much to take out. Once you have that connection, now work on the pace. How long do you want to hold the breath in? How long do you want to exhale out? Now begin to deepen the inhale. Create that ujjayi, that constriction in the throat, the fire-creating breath. Creating energy and vibration in your body, in your throat, as you inhale in through the nose, exhale through the nose. Now slowly start to release the active breath. Let the breathing go back to normal. Allow your body to bring in the air and take it out subconsciously. Bring your palms together, your thumbs close to the heart. Press your palms into each other. Tuck the chin slightly inwards, slight bow in the head. As you take a deep breath through the nose, open up the mouth and sigh it out. One more breath in. Open up and sigh it out. And as you sigh out, you can release your hands and slowly open up the eyes. Bring your hands to the front in front of you on the mat and slowly start walking your hands forward. Find a location where you have that soft forward fold or a soft bend in the torso. Keep your hips grounded to the mat. Stay connected from the hips and the tush and the back of the legs. Once you get into a position where it feels good, you can still breathe in and breathe out. Now begin to soften your body. Begin to scan yourself. Where am I tight? What am I holding on to? Where's the grip? And let it go. One more breath here. On the next inhale, walk your hands in towards your body. Lift up the torso. Lift up the head. Bring your hands off to the side. Come onto your fingertips. Allow that stretch to happen in the shoulders on both sides, elongating the crown. Crown is lifted, so you somewhat feel the sides of your neck up into your upper shoulders. Pause here for a second. Take a couple of breaths. Let this happen. On the next exhale, take the right ear to the right shoulder. Not lifting the shoulder, but finding growth on the right side of your body. At the same time, notice the left side, what's happening, the extension, the flex, and the propagation. One more breath here. On the exhale, sink your chin to the chest. Let it go, soften the neck. On the next inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Same thing here, establish your neck first, find out where you want this to be, and figure out how much to come down on the shoulder. Be mindful and be gentle. Same time noticing the right side extension happening from the back of the ear down through the neck all the way to your shoulder. One more breath here. On the exhale, soften the neck, chin comes down to the chest, release the neck. One more breath here. On the next inhale, reach up with the hands to higher above the head. Exhale, right hand to the mat as your left hand swings over the body. Lean over towards the right side. Keep your hips grounded to the mat. Keep that connection down. Feel the extension happening on the opposite side, the left side, your hips, the ribs, and the shoulders. One more breath here. On the exhale, come back down, neutralize, lift up the head, lift up the spine. On the next inhale, right hand goes up, left hand presses into the mat. Bend your left elbow and sink over towards the left side of the body. Keep that right side grounded in. Keep that connection. Feel the extension happening from the right hips into the ribs, the shoulders propagating out to the fingertips. Set your gaze slightly up towards your right hand. One more breath here. On the exhale, go ahead, right hand to the mat, left hand along the side of it. If you have anything underneath you, lift up and remove that support underneath your tush. Place your hands behind you, fingertips pointing towards your body. On the next inhale, lift up your hips, the pelvis, the knees stay on the mat. And then come back down. And let's do this one more time. This time maybe take the gaze a little bit higher. On the inhale, press the hands, lift up the hips, lift up the pelvis, take the gaze up, keep the knees pressed in. One more breath. On the exhale, come back down. Reach forward with the hand, take the knees to the back. Let's get into our tabletop or neutral spine position. Set your hands under the shoulders, your knees under your hips as you prepare to take your cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, set the gaze straight forward. On the exhale, tuck the chin, lift up the heart space, bring the pelvis in, belly button in, pressing into the mat, shoulders rise. Inhale, look forward. Move back and forth here freely. Use your own breath to take you in and out. Use your own timing here. These movements are unique to your body. And bring the breath back in. Keep your breath engaged in the movement. It keeps you here, it keeps you present, and it creates energy and heat in your body. One more round of cat-cow here. On the exhale, take yourself back to a neutral spine, neutral position. If you've moved your hands, go ahead, adjust, move around, and shift. On the next inhale, take the left leg and kick it out. And pause. Lift up higher. Bring the leg up. Keep your left hip in line with the right hip. Keep your shoulders above your wrists. Dorsiflex the foot, point the toes down. One more breath here. Now we're going to stack the hips as you take your left foot off to the left side. Lift it up, bring it over here, and lower it down, drop the left foot on the side. So you should be in a kickstand version, your right knee above below your right ankle. Bend your knees, sink to the back, and start doing these hip rotations. So go back, left, forward, small circles with your torso. And be mindful of the hips here. We just started moving around, we just started expanding and opening up a little bit. You can choose to sink down a little bit deeper, go off to the left side a little bit more, find your circle, find the opening of your hips. Now pause and reverse. Go the other way. Lean forward, go off to the side, come back, and off to the right side. Create that circle motion with your body. And then on the next inhale, come back to neutral, kick the foot out. Keep the foot extended. Walk your hands in towards your body as you lift up, rise your hands, come up and balance yourself on your knee. Find your balance, find that distance where this foot needs to be, the back foot needs to be. Inhale, take the hands to the sky. On the exhale, left hand slides down the left leg as the right hand opens up to the sky and up towards the left side, elongating, growing from the hips into the shoulders. One more breath here. On the next exhale, bring the hands to the mat, bring the knee back down, come into your neutral spine position. On the next inhale, right leg kicks out. Lift it up behind you at first, come into songbird. Kick the right heel out, right toes down. Neutralize the right hip to be in line with the left hip. Right leg strong. One more breath here. On the next exhale, open up the hips and take the right leg all the way off to the right side, lowering the right foot down. Bend your knees and start creating that circle motion with your body. Whichever direction you decide to go. Go slowly at first, open up the hips, feel that growth, feel that movement, and then maybe explore, go down a little bit, go forward, bend off to the side, open up that circle a little more. Then pause and reverse the motion. Go the other way around. Whichever direction you were going, go the other side. Go slow first, explore the circle, explore the motion, and then open up, maybe bend, lean, and come into it a little bit deeper. One more rotation here. We're preparing the hips, we're opening up the groin and the lower body. Okay. Bring the hands closer to the body. As you lift up the torso, rise up, try to balance yourself on your left knee and your right leg fully extended. Move around here, see if you can find some adjustments and remove that wobblings. Inhale, take the hands to the sky. As you exhale, slide the right hand down the right leg as you lean over towards the right side. With the left hand, you want to reach up and back over to the right side, finding growth in the hips, the shoulders, the ribs, and the wrists. At the same time, draw the core inside the body and up towards the heart. Keep your core engaged, keep the core active. One more breath here. On the exhale, bring both hands to the mat, bring the right knee back in. Bring your knees together, bring your heels together, and let's take a melted hearts to mat pose. Walk your hands on the mat. Keep the alignment, hips on top of the knees. Maybe open up the hands a little bit wider, and then sink your chest down to the mat. Wherever you are, if you can get your forehead down, your chin, your chest, doesn't matter how close you are to the ground, just as long as you find that arch in the back, as long as you keep the hips above your knees, you're enjoying that spinal extension. One more breath here. On the next inhale, lift the body up, walk your hands a little bit closer, find your neutral spine, tabletop position. Tuck your feet underneath you as you lift up into your first down dog. Come all the way up, elongate the knees. Walk your hips in place, walk the heels in place, find some movements here, find some fluidity. And prepare for stillness. Point the feet forward, toes forward, feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Press the mat down and away from your body, lengthening from the spine. Lift the hips up a little bit higher, draw the core inside the body. On the next exhale, soften the knees, walk to the front of the mat, coming into your forward fold. Inhale halfway, lengthen, adjust. Exhale, fold. Grab your elbows and then shift side to side, move your torso back and forth, shake your head yes and no. Bend the knees, come up and down, loosen up a little bit here, walk around. On the next inhale, come up halfway, lengthening, adjusting. Exhale, fold down. On the inhale, soften the knees, rise all the way up, reach up and high with the hands. Exhale, hands to heart, finish the breath, finish the movement. On the next inhale, reach up and high with the hands above the head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway, lengthen, adjust. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees, take the feet back to a plank position. Lean forward, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana, up dog or cobra. On the exhale, tuck the feet, down dog, lift up the hips, coming into your down dog. 3 long breaths in down dog. Spread the feet, spread the hands, draw the core inside the body. Lift up the hips a little bit higher. Press your mat down and away from you. Press the heels into the mat. 1 more breath. Soften the knees, come to the front, forward fold. Inhale halfway, lengthening, adjust. Exhale, fold. On the inhale, rise, reach up and high. Exhale, hands to heart. Finish the breath and finish the movement. And release your hands off to the side. Let's do this 1 more time. Inhale, hands up, reach up and high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway, lengthen, shoulders away, gaze down. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees, come back to plank. From plank, lean forward, Chaturanga Dandasana, bend your elbows, keep them tucked in towards your body. Up dog or cobra. If you're up dog, only the tops of the feet on the mat. If you're cobra, the hips are on the mat as well. Exhale, lift up, tuck your feet, downward facing dog. 3 breaths of the Mukha Svanasana. Draw the core in, press the mat down and away, press the heels in, lift up the hips a little bit higher. 1 more breath here. On the exhale, soften the knees, come to the front of the mat, find your forward fold. This time stay in your forward fold, bend the knees, sink in a little bit deeper. Inhale, swing the hands forward, come into Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink the hips a little bit lower, bring the knees together. Quick gaze, can you see your toes above your knees? Open up the hands, cactus arms. Spread the hands to the side, bend your elbows, fingertips pointing to the sky. Bring your palms together as you sink in a little bit deeper, right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Connect and twist. Once you have that twist, see if you can line up your elbows on top of each other, lifting up the left a little bit higher. If you have the opening, go ahead. Right hand to the mat, left hand to the sky. Or left hand goes behind the back and finds your bind, set the gaze over the left side. One more breath here. Exhale, palms together, face forward, and rise. Shake it off. Let it go. Release the hands off to the side. Bring your feet together, knees together. Inhale, take the hands above the head. As you bend the knees, sink the hips, Utkatasana chair. Draw the core inside the body, quick gaze over the knees. Sink your hips a little bit lower. Take your hands, cactus arms, open up. The elbows off to the side, fingertips pointing towards the sky. One more breath here. Exhale, palms together, sink in a little bit deeper, left elbow outside of the right knee. Find that connection. From the elbow, twist, rotate to the right side. If you have the opening, go for it. Right hand to the sky, left hand comes down to the mat. Maybe the right hand bends and finds its way behind the back, opening up a little bit more off to the right side, setting your gaze over the right shoulder. One more breath. Exhale, hands to heart. This time, forward fold. Walk your heels in place. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach up and high with the hands. Exhale, hands to heart. This time, Samastiti. Pause, notice, and feel. Release the hands off to the side. On the inhale, reach up and high with the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, take the right foot back to the mat, right ball on the mat, right heel all the way up, right hip in line with the left, left knee above the left ankle. Inhale, rise. Lift up with the hands, take the hands to the sky, lift the torso up. Keep your core engaged, keep the back leg engaged, keep the front thigh engaged, keep the front toes engaged. One more breath here. On the exhale, drop the back heel, right hand to the back, warrior two, left hand stays forward. Back foot parallel to the mat, front knee above the front ankle. Hips are in line, front thigh is engaged. Draw your core inside the body and up towards your heart space. Reach forward with the left hand, reach back with the right hand. Soften the shoulders as you set the gaze forward towards the left side, left hand. One more breath here. Lean forward, open up the palms to the sky, front hand goes up, back hand slides down the back leg, exalted warrior. Lean forward to that front knee, find opening in the hip, in the thighs, in the ribs. Maybe the back hand goes behind the back. Find your bind. Bend your left hand, take the left palm behind the head, reach the left elbow to the sky, and lean back a little bit more. Find opening in the ribs, one more breath here. Exhale, take the front elbow to the front knee, back hand swings to the front, comes into side stretch. Lower the left hand to the mat, reach straight up with the right hand. One straight line, right hand to left hand. If you have the bind here, bend the left elbow, bring the left elbow underneath the left thigh, take the right hand behind your back and find your fingertips together. One more breath here. Frame the front foot, lift up the back heel, shorten the stance. Inhale, lengthen, both feet flat on the mat, both toes pointing forward. Exhale, fold down on your front leg. Right hip a little bit forward, left hip a little bit to the back, neutralizing the hips. Keep extension in the legs. Soften the body, find that forward fold. One more breath here. On the exhale, bend the front knee, sink into that front knee. We're going to transition to a warrior three. Find that weight forward, shift that weight forward as you lift the right foot back, up. Find the distance, the height of the right foot. Keep your hips in line. Lower the right hip to be in line with the left. This means you have to sink into that left leg. Dorsiflex the right foot. Maybe left fingertips reach to the back, to the hands to the side. Pause here, see how you feel. If you have the balance here, maybe the right hand reaches back as well. Bring the hands back down to the mat. Keep the back leg up. Here, we're going to bend the back knee, bring the knee down underneath you. We're going to rise up into a tree stand. So bring your hands closer. As you balance on your left leg, take the right knee up, and then right foot to the calf, or to the thigh, or to the heel. Once you have your balance, bring the palms together, close to the heart. And release the hands and release the foot. Shake it off. Now you know where we're going with this on the other side. Inhale, reach up with the hands up and high. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, take the left foot all the way to the back of the mat, left heel up, pressing into the left ball of the foot. Right knee above the right ankle, find your balance here. Once you have that balance, inhale, rise. Reach up with the hands, reach up and high with the hands, left hip forward, right hip a little bit to the back. Your back leg is strong, elongated back heel all the way up, front knee above the ankle. Draw the core inside the body. Exhale, drop the back heel. Warrior two, left hand to the back, right hand forward. Back foot is parallel to the mat. Find that distance, find your stance. Front toes pointing forward, front knee above the ankle, the thighs engaged. Draw the core inside the body. Soften the shoulders, set the gaze forward, one more breath. Lean forward, open the palm up, front hand goes up, back hand slides down the back leg. Sink into that front knee a little bit more. Draw the core inside the body, reach up with the hand and back, find the extension. Left hand goes behind the back. The hand on top, bring your palm behind your head and lift the elbow a little bit higher. One more breath here. On the exhale, front elbow to the front knee. Back hand swings in front of you and comes into a side stretch. One more breath here. Exhale, front hand to the mat. Back hand reaches straight up, one straight line, palm to palm, fingertip to fingertip. If you have the bind, bend the right elbow, go underneath the thigh, take the left hand behind the back, and find your fingertips on both sides. On the next exhale, frame the front foot, lift up the back heel, shorten the stance, bring the back foot forward just a little bit, or front foot back. Both feet flat on the mat, both toes pointing forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in on the front leg. Left hip a little bit forward, right hip a little bit to the back. Keep the breathing, keep the softness in the body. One more breath here. On the next exhale, bend the front knee, sink into the front leg. Get your weight established in the front side, the right leg. And then prepare to lift the left foot off the mat. Left foot flies, hovers, goes all the way up, either in line with the left hip or wherever you can find it. Lower the left hip a little bit to the ground. This means you have to sink into your right side, your right leg. Maybe your right hand goes all the way to the back. Fingertips pointing to the back. Draw the core inside the body. Maybe the left hand goes to the back as well, finding your warrior three. One more breath here. On the exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat. Bend the back knee, bring the back knee forward. Keep balancing on the right side. As you lift up the torso, keep your balance on the right hand, right side, right leg. And then taking your left foot either to your ankle to your calf or to your thigh, finding your tree pose on your right side. Find that balance, find that drishti, your connection, and then bring your palms together close to the heart. Find the moment of balance here, find the moment of peace. And release your hands off to the side. Release your foot down to the mat. On the inhale, reach up and high with the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway, lengthen, adjust. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, open up your feet a little bit wider than you have them. And then come down into a squat. Start making your way down to the mat. Adjusting the distance of the feet together, opening up the knees. Just find a nice comfortable squat here for you. Bring your elbows on the inside of your body, elbows pressing into your knees, knees opening up off to the side. Engage your lower back, engage your middle back and your upper back. Find length in the spine. Lift the crown up, set the gaze forward. One more breath here. On the exhale, bring the palms to the mat in front of you. Press your palms into the mat. Lift up the hips a little bit higher. Try to get your knees to go underneath your armpits, which means you have to walk in your hands a little bit closer, toes pointing forward. Get your bicep, your lower arm, to connect to your leg. Get your knees to be as close to your armpits as you can. Pause here for a second. Establish your ground, establish your connection here. Set your gaze forward, not down underneath you, but forward. Your neck is somewhat looking to the front. Lean forward a little bit on your body. Come up to your tippy toes and pause. Get that feeling to set weight on your knees and your lower biceps. Maybe the right foot lifts up a little bit. Keep that gaze forward so you don't fall down. Pause here. Notice how it feels to lift up the right leg. If you have it, maybe the left foot rises as well. Find your balance on your hands. Press your fingertips into the mat. Keep that connection. Find your crow. And then release. Come back down to the mat. Come back into your squat. Open up the knees, open up the feet. Bring your palms together close to the heart. Bring your hands along the side. Set your tush on the mat and take your feet back out to the front. Flex the toes, the ankles, and the heels. Inhale, lengthen with the hands, reach up and high. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Soften the body, soften the shoulders, soften the elbows. Everything is soft, and find your forward fold. On the next inhale, walk your hands in and rise. Bend the right knee, bring the right foot on the inside of the left leg. Open up the left leg off to the left side just a little bit so you can turn around and frame your left leg. And on the exhale, fold forward, Shani Shasana, find your fold on the left side. On the next inhale, walk your hands in towards your body. Lift the right knee up. Keep the right foot inside on the left side, on the left thigh. Hug your right knee with the left elbow as you place your right hand on the mat alongside you. Press down with the right hand as you extend with the spine. Find elongation, find growth in the crown. Keep your left toes pointing up. Keep that left leg elongated. Draw the core inside your body as you twist over towards the right side. Set the gaze softly over the right shoulder. the next exhale, unwind and face forward. Bring the right foot on the outside of the left thigh. With the left hand, reach down and see if you can grab your toes, your left toes. Take your right hand, place your right hand flat on the mat on the left side. Lean over towards the left side. See if you can lift up your tush. See if you can press your left hand into your left toes, pressing with the right leg down, lifting up the hips off the mat. Takes a little bit of movement and connection, find your balance. The key here is to press with the right foot, lifting up the hips up, and then lower back down. Unwind the foot, take the foot back out, reach out with the legs. Bend the right foot, the left foot, bring the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Lower your right knee down a little bit, all the way down to the mat. Open up your right leg off to the right side, turn around and frame your right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold down to the right side, Shanya Shasana, right side. One more breath here. On the next inhale, walk your hands in towards your body. Lift up the left knee. Keep your left foot flat on the mat. Keep the left foot close to the right thigh. Hug your left knee with the right elbow. Wrap your right hand around your left knee as you take your left hand, press the left hand into the mat, finding length in the spine, length in the crown, setting your gaze over towards your left side. Using that right hand to bring your your knee in, and using that left hand to elongate, lengthen the spine. Keep the right toes pointing up, keep the right heel kicking out. You're looking great there. Draw the core inside the body as you twist over towards the left side. One more breath here. And then unwind, face forward. Can you swing this way so you're facing the other side? Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Take the left foot on the outside of the right thigh. So lift up your left foot, bring it on the outside. Try to keep your left toes pointing forward. You don't have to, just find a place where you can press into your left leg. With the right hand, reach over and see if you can grab your left toes. Either your left toes or you can even grab your left foot altogether. Right foot, yes. Thanks. Take your left hand and bring it in between underneath your right elbow and place it down on the mat. Open up your palms. Find the connection to the mat here, next to the left foot. Lean over to the right side. Notice you want to start putting more weight on the foot, the left foot. So press into the left foot. That's the first part. You want to press into your left foot and lift up the hips. As you lift up the hips, use this hand that you're grabbing the right toe to bring it in and lift it up. It takes a little bit of adjustment, a little bit of movement. Find the location of your palms and your hands. If not, just pause here and see how this feels. Play around with balancing yourself. Nice lift. And then lower down. Take your feet off to the mat. Good job. And make your way on your back. Walk your hands backwards and come on to your back. Take a micro shavasana here. Release the hands off to the side. Let everything go. Soften the spine. Soften the body. Bend the knees, take the feet to the mat. Open up the feet about mat width apart as you take the knees to the right and then to the left. Windshield wiper your knees left and right. And bring the knees back up. Take the right knee over the left knee. Stack your knees on top of each other as if you're sitting in a chair cross-legged. Shift your hips slightly to the right as you lower your knees down to the left side of the body. At the same time, take your right hand extended off to the right side. Take the left hand extended off to the left side. Softly setting your gaze over towards your right side of the body. Try to keep your shoulders grounded, pressed into the mat. This ensures the spinal twist happening from your lower spine all the way up to your upper spine. It's not incorporating your shoulders. Maybe take the left hand and gently press on the outside of your right knee to give yourself a little bit of more sensation into that twist, should you want it. And then release the knees, bring the knees back up, release the boundness of the knee, and just shake it off for a second, and then take the other side. Left knee on top of the right knee, hips shift slightly to the left as the knees lower down to the right side of the body. Extend the hands off to the opposite sides, keep your shoulders grounded, and as you set your gaze over towards the left side of the body this time. Then begin to soften the body, scan your body, release the thighs, the hips, the shoulders, the elbows, everything's soft. Bring the knees back up. Bring your knees in for a hug. Wrap your hands around your legs, your body. Squeeze really tight. Come in. Lift your nose to meet your knees, your forehead to meet your knees. Then open up the knees off the side. Grab the insides of the soles of the feet. Open up for your happy baby. Press the knees in. Take the feet out to the side. Find length. And then find compression down. Wobble left and right, side to side. Find some massaging the lower back. And release your feet off to the mat. Extend the legs out. Point the toes up. Let the toes flop off to the side. Turn the palms to the sky. Set your hands along the side of your body. And begin to scan yourself mentally, starting with the forehead, ending with the toes. Begin to soften every part of your body. Finding release. Finding softness. And finding your soft breath. As always, allow yourself to experience this moment. Allow yourself to feel your presence. And experience the place you call here and now.